This man is doing an incredible job of winning my heart. And guys, he's Blinky Bill's doppelganger. I won't deny it. I honestly think they make the same kind of vibe when it comes to their music, and it is insane. Manifest. Welcome to studio.
No, you mean Blinky's doppelganger. Welcome to this.
Yes, with the Ghanaian accent.
Yes, with the Ghanaian accent. Yeah, that was a wonderful introduction. Thank you. But I do not see your heart. Where is it?
Oh, okay, let me. Okay. I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, I'll just pass it to you,
okay,
but
cool.
not right now.
I'll stay tuned.
Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you.
Guys, if you hadn't known who M.ANIFEST was, we were playing his music, and the one right now is called La Vida.
La Vida, I love it.
Bro.
I love it.
You know, what inspired this song? Because it's like a flowy, summery kind of vibe. But
Absolutely. This song was written at 2 a.m. on my front porch. The Accra night. Imagining and reminiscing being in that vintage drop top with the baddie.
Hey.
Just driving through the cityscapes peacefully.
With the baddie.
Yeah.
But I wasn't there, so.
I know, so I was ahead of my time. It was in the future.
So you were manifesting.
I was manifesting.
Hello, yes!
Exactly. So I'll be driving, you'll be cruising, the wind blowing. But that's what the vibe was, La Vida. So it's that kind of freedom where it's not really just about what you have, it's about the experiences.
Sure.
And so that's why it's like that. We live in La Vida Loca, in an old car, up and down in Gotham streets, yeah. I'm a joker. It was just like fun things, yeah.
You get me. I think I'm
Rhymes, eh?
He's upper. Yeah, guys. Do you know, I feel like people don't understand because, you know, most kids nowadays are calling themselves rappers and everything. But I don't think anyone understands what comes behind it because just the bars that you've said right now, it depicts a kind of story that you're just telling. But most kids think it's something very catchy that you need to be like, well, everybody trying to be like me, you know, like Lil Pump kind of people. Which is cool because it's catchy for now, then what? Because you see now what you've created, I feel like it's very timeless. All right, I can listen to it now. I will listen to it when I'm 78. You know, it's a vibe. It's something very constant. So I would really love to just know what kind of experiences shaped your outlook into what kind of music you want to put out.
That's a really good question. I think a lot of worldly experiences, being able to see the world and meet people has definitely shaped me. Because when you see the world and then you experience people, you know, you cannot help but speak to human experience and use that let it influence how you tell stories, how realistic it is, how it's still, even when you're talking fantasy, how it reaches people beneath the skin.
True.
Because that's when you can touch people, you know. So I think for me that's what informs me to a certain extent, and I love people and new experiences. And so I'm not the person who come from Ghana to Kenya and look for a Ghanaian restaurant. No. Exactly. So when I create, then even though I am centered from where I come from, I'm able to imbibe in different vibes and be able to then let it feed my spirit, and the inspiration comes from there.
I think that's very inspiring because, you know, let me be specific. When it comes to West Africans, they love their music and that's that. Yeah. They don't want to hear anybody else. Like, they'll appreciate other people coming in for a bit, but your main thing is always play Afrobeats, play our kind of music, which is super amazing. But you've taken the angle of, you know what? Yes, this is what our sound is like, but I want to diversify that. But why do you think that most people are having an issue with, you know, you being able to combine now Afro soul with something like, I don't know, like a Kenyan sound like Gengetune or like, you know, the Kenyan drill? Why do you think people would have, you know, those kind of issues?
I don't think they have an issue, but it's a question of owning it, not owning it literally as in it comes from you. Because if you look at it, I'm a piano now as being, we're trying to own it in a sense of we are trying to adapt it. So the question of sometimes it's not that much, it's not as easy when it feels very distant from the people to do that. But honestly, really depends on the artist, to be honest.
True.
Because if you really look at it, this is a very new day in which it's not just one kind of thing popping.
Exactly.
Like on our side, many kinds of people are popping. There are people who are typically on some R&B, there are people who are this, that. You know, there's some unification with the sound, but honestly, there's a lot more experimentation going on than we would like to acknowledge. Because obviously the rest of the world says Afrobeats. But the truth is it's an umbrella term for a lot of different music coming from West Africa now that is very bold, it's very youthful, it's dynamic, and it's also future looking. And it's not just us. What it has become is that now you look at other parts of Africa, look at South Africa, I'm a piano. You look at Kenya, you know, I really think Kenya is probably, or Nairobi specifically, because I don't know the rest of Kenya, is probably maybe one of the most slept on urban sonic landscapes.
I'm glad somebody said it.
And so hopefully, you know, that moment in the sun is coming soon.
Yeah, definitely. Now, for you growing up, right, the African proverb usually is you have to become certain things when you grow up. You see, now the three of us in this room are all black sheep because we decided to go into the entertainment. So were your parents supportive of your hip hop journey?
There was never an issue for me because I always did instead of asking for permission. You know.
So you're just a rebel child, eh?
It's not also that, it's just that you have to understand how to finesse African parents.
Okay,
the first finesse is if you do it yourself and you don't depend on them, they will leave you alone. Because their biggest worry is that the thing is not going to help you make a living. You know, I got a full scholarship to college. So if I was busy doing my rappings in college, nobody is saying, hey, I'm paying your school fees and then you're doing. So there's a certain level of trying, if you're going to go this left, try and achieve a level of independence in which the older folk get to hear of what you're doing instead of you being like, you know, I'm trying to be. So that's how I finessed it. So it was never an issue.
Wow.
It was never an issue. Like my first album, I have aunties and uncles who were buying it.
Nice.
Because they were all shell shocked. Like, it was unfathomable. You know, a lot of it is because for people who are not in the creative world, it's unfathomable that how can this work? You know, so if you can do it without them understanding and then with it resonating, you know, then I think it has a different effect. So I didn't have an issue. So sorry for you if you did.
If I tell you my story quickly, my mom wanted me to be, you know, a diplomat or something of that sort. And I was like,
you could be a great lawyer too.
You know, she actually says that because I love getting into arguments, but she wanted me to be, you know, either a civil servant or something. And I was like, no, I'm going into entertainment. It was obviously an issue. But you know what? We move. We move. Here we are today.
We move is the thing.
But you know, before we go on a break, all right? Because after that, we're going to get into Medina to the Universe. But before that, Tupac or Biggie?
Well, I love both, but Tupac.
Ha! That's what. West Side. But no, come on, Biggie, man.
I love Biggie. It's not even about the size. Biggie technically is such a gifted rapper. First things first, Star Papa, Freaks, all the honeys, bunnies, Playboy bunnies, those monies. But when Tupac is so compelling, when he can make a song that every Mother's Day is still playing.
It's because he's a poet. He's a poet.
It's a different spirit that comes with, and you have to respect that. It's beyond the music.
All right, so who would you say now internationally as rappers inspired you in the game?
Coming up or currently?
Coming up.
Oh, coming up, definitely Outkast, Andre 3000, incredible. Nas, I love the Fugees' second album, The Score, because of the musicality of it. I love Naughty by Nature. People don't like to talk about it, but Naughty by Nature was big in Africa, man. Hip hop, you down with OPP?
Yeah, you know me. Yeah.
You know what that song is about, though? No. OPP?
Guys, wait. If you don't get it, forget about it.
But let me ask you,
forget about
Kenyan
it.
Artist?
What?
Where are you jamming to? Kenyan
artist. Wasn't there like Mama Kalama or something?
Kalama Shaka.
I heard some of that. You know, when I was in the States, some of my Kenyan friends would play me some of the things from Kenya, but it was not as much rap artists. There was another singer lady, man, I'm forgetting her name. She moved to Atlanta. What was her name?
Lady.
Ah, man, she was good.
Victoria Kimani?
No, not her. Somebody else. But each other Kenyan. But there's a lot of the Kenyan music I know is from currently, you know.
So currently.
Mula obviously was dope as
nice.
Nobody's business. Yeah. You know, so currently, of course, Blanky Bill.
Of course.
Who else?
Yeah, shout outs to Karun.
Yeah, shout outs to Karun.
People, since I came, people have been giving me more music to listen to. The Kenyan drill I see is going off.
Guys, you know what? How about we, test the waters a little bit, see how he reacts to, some of our bangers,
Yeah,
including,
Hey.
I love that song. Do you know that song? Wanjapi?
Nah, it sounds hard already.
Aye, trendy.
So it's also drill?
I mean,
no, dance.
No, it's
dancehall.
Okay, who is it?
That one in Gary Inegi.
Yeah.
Is it called Inengi or Inegi?
Yeah, I have no idea. I can't pronounce that.
Anyway, guys, let's take a short break. Let's vibe out, and then we'll be right back with Manifest.